On. Hello, everybody. I'm Orosa Asaro. You can call me Oro for short. And today I'm with. Introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Glenn Forrester. I'm the lead game designer and gameplay programmer on Gunscape, which is a first-person shooter construction set, which basically means we take gameplay and elements inspired by classic first-person shooters that we love and wrap them up with a Minecraft-style editor so people can build their own maps and share them.
And what made you want to make this project, this game?
Originally it was based on a prototype that I did a couple of years back, which was just a joke game that mashed up Minecraft and Wolfenstein 3D. But it was kind of fun, and when I started this job, the boss had a look at my old works and thought this was something that we could start developing a little bit further, so it's just kind of evolved from there.
Okay. So I played a bit of the game, pretty fun, and also on your video, the main thing that I've noticed is the main feature is deathmatch at the moment. Are there going to be any other game modes, or is it just going to be deathmatch?
Yeah, well, at the moment for that particular demo, we started off with deathmatch. There's a couple of reasons for that. One is it was just something that was easy to get working early on to show off the game. Another is that it just always makes sense to start off with multiplayer gameplay because you want to get your netcode and everything working early on. You can build on top of that for the rest of the game. Later on, however, you will be able to build your own single-player maps and co-op maps, as well as those deathmatch arenas or multiplayer arenas that have a whole bunch of different game modes.
And apparently that is a stretch goal, correct? The multiplayer and co-op maps?
Oh, no, those are all core features.
Okay.
So, yeah, you'll definitely be able to build your own single-player levels soon. I think that's probably going to go in next week, along with a few enemies, but enemies take a while to set up, so they'll go in gradually.
Alright. So how big can a map be with the builder?
Pretty big. At the moment, it's actually only limited by the level data format. So there is a practical limit there somewhere, but it's pretty large. I think in creative mode, if you were flying around, it would take you more than an hour to fly to the nearest edge from the center of the map. And in action mode, if you're just walking around, it'd take you like 2 or 3 hours to get there.
That's pretty big. Not gonna lie. So the main point of this project seems to be community shared maps. So how will players find each other's maps?
Yeah, there's a level browser within the game, so you can build your own maps, share them with just your friends if you want, or you can publish them so they're available to everyone. Then people can, find your maps by tags or ratings. We might have comments in there later on. We're also thinking possibly of having some sort of system where you can share your maps directly with people just with a link that'll launch the game somehow, or a web player version of the game possibly.
So there are theme packs in your game which basically are inspired by other games like Quake, Wolfenstein, whatnot. What theme packs are currently in there, and what theme packs are you planning to bring in?
It's a good question. Let me just open up my design document here. This will take me a second. All right, so at the moment we've got a set that's inspired by Quake, another one that's inspired by BioShock. We're currently working on a big update that's going to bring in a lot more stuff with the set that's inspired by Team Fortress 2. That's going to include capture the flag mode and a few other little improvements. Wolfenstein inspired theme pack is mostly in there at the moment. There's a whole lot more on this list, dude.
Yeah, I would assume so. When you have theme packs, you can just pretty much take anything and make it into a pack.
Yeah, well, that's sort of the idea, but at the same time, I'm also trying to spread things out and allocate them with respect to one another and the overall design. So there's nothing that's just kind of chucked into the game. Everything's meant to work with something else. So that the core gameplay of the game will be pretty solid. The idea is that because it is a simplified Minecraft-style editor, we really want to encourage anyone to be able to jump in there and make a game. And for that to work, you need to have confidence that the game is going to be fun no matter how abstract you build something.
Yeah. So are you planning to release some of these theme packs in the future as DLC, like paid DLC, or will everything in the future be free, or is that not confirmed yet?
Well, the way that the model works is basically it's always free to play other people's maps or Well, the way that the model works is basically it's always free to play other people's maps or to help out your friends in creative mode in like multiplayer creative mode or that sort of thing. But if you want to get into the creative stuff yourself, you need to either purchase the game, which will give you all of that stuff forever, or you can buy individual theme packs if you want.
Can players create their own theme packs, or will you not allow that, or will that not be a available option for people?
Yeah, that may happen down the track, but if it does happen, it's way in the future. For the moment, if we do get approved on Greenlight, I would like to have Steam Workshop support so you can have your own cosmetic things on your end if you do just want to reskin the game. But as for making your own themes, terrain, and enemies and stuff like that, that then you can then share with other people or that'll be visible in your level when you host it, that's way off in the distance because to begin with, we want to just build a huge amount of content in the theme packs that we're providing.
Yeah.
And there should be a lot there.
Can I make a map that is single player and also deathmatch?
Yeah, sure. When you host a game, it will have a look at the map and see what kind of game modes will work on that map. So for the most part, you can play deathmatch on any single player map, although it'll be better if you've got some multiplayer spawn points scattered around. But you know, if you've got flag stands in your map somewhere, it'll let you host a capture the flag mode. But if you host a deathmatch on that map, it'll just hide the flags, that sort of thing. So you can set up your level to work in multiple ways.
Are you planning to add bot match into your deathmatch mode, or is that not a plan?
Bots would definitely be nice. To start with, you will be able to put enemies into your multiplayer arenas if you want, kind of Doom style. But fully featured bots is something that's going to be off in the distance a little bit. I definitely want it, but because generally speaking with bots, you'd need someone to go around and put down navigation nodes for those bots to find their way around the level like a human would. That's something which would be a little bit fiddly in the editor that we've got at the moment, but we'll see what happens with that.
Now I'm looking at the stretch goals and I'm seeing a more RPG style. Where is it? I just saw it. More RPG type features, like mini RPG features. Can you go down what you have planned for that?
The idea is that it would be a particular theme pack which includes special level elements that you can drop into your level that will enable some of those more RPG type features. It'll also include items which will basically act like weapons that you can carry around and consume when you need them. But yeah, it's just kind of a little toolkit that you can combine with other themes to introduce RPG style play to your levels. But it's a stretch goal.
Yeah, stretch goal. So, and what platforms will this game come out
on? Right now, we're targeting PCs, so Windows, OS X, and Linux. We are an approved developer on a couple of other platforms. Everything that's listed on the Kickstarter page is something which we would like to bring it out for eventually. But I can't speak to any more about specific platforms.
Yeah.
But we are sincere about what's on the Kickstarter page anyway.
And thank you for coming on. They have an actual demo up if you guys want to try it. Link in the description and a link to the Kickstarter page. Thank you for coming and sharing your project with the interview time you have, because I know a lot of Kickstarter people are really busy.
Very busy at the moment, yep.
So,
yep, well, thanks for having me and thanks for letting us talk about the game a little bit.
Yep, no problem.
All right, cheers.
See ya.